worked, and it reached a certain audience. He asked me, he called me in, I went to Universal to have lunch with George. He had been a student of mine at USC when I taught there. And he said, I'd like you to make the second Star Wars. I said, George, no. I don't want to do it. And we talked and talked and talked, and I left. A couple weeks later, Gary Kurtz, his producing arm, called me and took me to Hamburger Hamlet. Tiger Cocktail. And said, you got to do this film. I said, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to be under the thumb of George Lucas. No how. So I then got a call from George. He said, come on up to San Anselmo, where he lives and has a studio. I want to talk to you. So I got on a plane and flew up there, and they waited for me at the airport and drove me to San Anselmo and treated me like I was important. And got there, and we sat to talk, and he said, look, it's important to me to make this picture. I don't know if there's an audience for a second one. I don't know what the second one should look like. Should it be more of the same? Should it be different? Should it be more mature? I don't know. And I think that you can make the picture. I said, I can't make it because it would be your picture. You make the first one. He said, no. You go to England, you go to wherever you find the snow, you make the picture. I will stay in California. I will have nothing to do. Once we approve the story, which I told him, I had read the story that he had. And I said, the story stinks. He said, yeah, I sort of know it by now. I said, what do you want to do? I said, let's write a new story. So we hired Larry Kasdan, who had never written a script, and for 3 months he came to my apartment, and we worked for a day, and then he went and wrote for a day, worked for a day, back. And once a week, or once every 10 days, George flew in from San Francisco, and we showed him the pages. And he always liked everything. Now, he said to me, I guarantee that this will be your picture. It will have nothing to do with me except the producer, and I will take care of all the miniatures and all the other stuff, but I'll stay in California. He was so true to his word that when the film was finished and was offered to play in London at a royal performance, quite a bit of royalty there. This is a big thing in London. It's a big ball given. It plays at the Odeon, the giant theater. And I called George. I said, George, we're going to London. He says, no, 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 you're going. I'm not going. I said, you're crazy. You have to go. He said, no, no, it's your picture. And he would not go to the opening in London. So I knew that he was a man of his word. But we didn't know whether there really was an audience for this. And the amazing thing was, when it opened in the theaters, I got a call in 7 weeks from the time it opened. And George said, Kurt, go look at the lines at the theaters. He says, everybody standing in line is giving you a piece of their ticket. Well, that was good. Finally, something positive. Money. Which I didn't make much of to make the picture. I took very little because we all took a chance on it. Well, it turned out to be really a blockbuster.